Top 10 Adventure Travel Destinations. I'm not personally big on New Year's resolutions. For one, because people tend to break them before their New Year's Eve hangover has worn off, but more importantly because I believe we should create resolutions for ourselves each and every day. However, the new year always brings with it new dreams and aspirations, and for 2012 our goal is to travel more frequently, more responsibly and more globally, exploring destinations that have been on our must-see wish list for years. There are literally dozens of them, but here, in alphabetical order, are our top 10 adventure travel destinations. The Amazon. An adventure trek down the Amazon has been a dream of minutes since I was a kid, watching movies like The Emerald Forest and fantasizing about exploring its remote jungles. Belize. Belize has been on my travel radar ever since my first trip to Costa Rica back in the late 90s, and has been near the very top of my dream destinations list ever since. Botswana. One of the more recent additions to this list, Botswana has two people to thank for its current ranking on our radar: its tourism board PR rep, who has sent numerous emails over the past year touting the nation's ecotourism advances, and our fellow travel blogger Jim McIntosh, who has written about his experiences there on his Holes in My Soul's blog many times. Churchill, Manitoba. The great thing about running Green Global Travel this past year has been how much we've learned about the world we love to travel. For instance, we knew that global warming was impacting the Arctic, but we had no idea how deeply climate change was affecting the habitat of one of our favorite species, the polar bear. Iceland. I've been a fan of Iceland's music scene, especially Björk, Sigur Rós and Emiliana Torrini, for decades, but until this past year I had no clue what a burgeoning ecotourism hotspot this Nordic island was. India. There is perhaps no country in the world of which I am more familiar with the traditional cultures than India. I have studied Indian music, including dabbling in playing sitar and tabla, badly, cuisine, art and literature fairly extensively, and interviewed Indian icons such as Ravi Shankar and Zakir Hussain. Indonesia. Until a few years ago, everything I knew about Indonesia came from watching South Pacific as a teen, and of course now I can't get the song Bali High out of my head. Kenya/Tanzania. My infatuation with Kenya can be traced back to the early 90s, when my best bud Tony went to Africa with the Peace Corps. Morocco. Another country about which I've written quite a lot, but never visited. My dreams of Morocco have been inspired by the Indiana Jones films, the music of Butcher Atter and the master musicians of Jajuka, the writing of Paul Bowles and, of course, the incredible food. Uganda. Sneaking onto this list in the 11th hour, sorry Jordan, Turkey, Greece and Malaysia, thanks to the viral video of a photographer being groomed by silverback gorillas we shared earlier this week. Uganda's appeal can be summed up in one word: primates. We've seen howlers, capuchins, spiders and vervet monkeys in Costa Rica, St. Kitts and the Riviera Maya, but the opportunity to see sights like the photo above in their dwindling Central African forest habitat is just too alluring to pass up.